The king has returned. Share My Story is back. Did you even know that they were gone? I'm actually curious because I knew that they were gone. You guys may remember the smash hits as I'm allergic to water. Ah! I lost my face. My girlfriend is too ugly. Or my personal favorite one that we can never ever forget. 10 kids at 18. We can never forget about Flavia. Here comes Hotbot Todd. Oh no. I picked the wrong place to pause. What is this?
I simply forgot to tell my boyfriend that I was expecting 30 twins.
But anyway, yeah, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because, like, almost a year ago, they deleted, like, a bunch of their videos for some reason that, I mean, no one really knows. I mean, Share My Story was the king of these. You know, they came up with these crazy thumbnails. I can't say for sure they're the first ones to do it because obviously there was, like, My Story animated and stuff. But for some reason, I remember them being the first ones to, like, come up with these crazy ones. And I think their most viral hit was probably Allergic to Water. And they re-uploaded it, remastered. But I'm happy to see Share My Story come back. They've been uploading, I guess, like all of their old videos, probably edited and YouTube friendly. So I thought it would be cool, just like old times, to do another reaction. Because yeah, this was always one of my favorite ones. I know Jay did like a lot of reactions and stuff, and just one that I feel like they really paved the road, you know what I mean? They're the true OGs. So welcome back. Welcome back, Share My Story. I'm so glad to see you back. I missed you so much. Why'd you leave me? Share My Story was like the dad that left for milk and never came back, except they did. So go check them out. Obviously, this is not my content. I want to make that abundantly clear. Go check them out. I want to react to my weight loss story, 600-pound life. Yeah, me and my wife watched 600-pound life. It's a very interesting show, so.
Hey, I'm Allison, and I want to tell you the story of how I stopped.
Allison, jeez. I ain't gonna say nothing, just.
Hey, I'm Allison, and I want to tell you the
Dead or
story
Alive,
of how
or
I
what?
stopped being lazy, lost 400 pounds, and found
Stop jumping.
the man of my dreams. It all started when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
I was so
Okay.
overweight that I couldn't go to high school anymore. Walking was just too exhausting for me.
Well, if she was 600 pounds, that does make a lot of sense. I don't even know how a human gets to be 600 pounds. I've actually heard from bodybuilders and like people that actually specialize in this health stuff that you actually have to have good genetics in order to actually become 600 pounds. There's people out there that can eat and eat and eat hamburgers all day and they cannot be 600 pounds if they actually tried. I think it takes a special person to be able to get 600 pounds. So it's insane to me. She couldn't even go to school.
So instead, I stayed at home and ate food all
I stayed home and ate freaking Big Macs all day, drinking whatever that is. But she has the knowledge in the background.
day. My mom was the complete opposite of me.
Wait, is this a re-upload too? I actually have no idea. Oh, apparently it is. Who is WOA Storytime? I swear there's a conspiracy going on with these channels. There's like a whole group of them that are just convolving together. I've said this before, but I think there's a mastermind behind the scenes that are just like, they're running this business of like a billion freaking Storytime channels. I mean, I'm sure it takes a lot of hard work. I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, I feel like it. So we had this another like Storytime channel like commenting. A little sus there.
My mom was the complete opposite of me. Drop dead gorgeous and in perfect shape.
Your
Her only
mom?
flaw was that she couldn't say no to me. So whenever I
Yeah.
told her to bring me food, she did it. I normally ate 3
You want 3 burgers? How about 6? It sounds like your mom's a feeder. Your mom is just an enabler. My God. I see that her dress is yellow and red. Is she dating Ronald McDonald's? Where is she getting all these freaking Big Macs?
I normally ate 3 Big Mac menus for
I
breakfast.
literally did not know it was actually Big Macs. And it says Big Macs. This is the first thing I thought of. McDonald's says ba-da-ba-ba-ba, loving your money that you're spending over there.
I normally ate 3 Big Mac menus for breakfast, and then
3
another 7
Big-
Big Mac menus over the rest of the day.
What do you mean menus? Whole menus? I can relate. You know, when I was a teenager, I was like freaking overweight because I ate Jack in the Box all the time. But except her vice is McDonald's and it's Big Macs.
That's why I gained 4 to 8 pounds per week.
4 to 8 pounds
I
per
hated
week.
myself so much.
Oh, what the heck? What just happened? Oh my God. Okay, I can't show what they just did. Just go watch their video and you'll see it. Go to 45 seconds to see what they just did because I can't show that. I'm
But
okay.
then something
I
crazy
don't
happened.
think you're okay. My God, my story. Share my story. Share too much.
But then something crazy happened. One of my old classmates contacted me on Facebook and we started chatting. But it was more than that.
The problem is usually
We were
Facebook.
actually flirting. He said I looked gorgeous, and he'd love to meet up with me. Of course, I struggled to believe that a guy as handsome as him was interested in me.
He's a feeder. He's one of those feeders that'll just feed you until you die.
But I knew that some guys like big girls. So I went along and invited him over to my place.
It's true.
But when I opened the door to greet him, he wasn't alone.
Well, she can't walk to school, but she can walk to the door. My God, it shake the whole freaking house. I'm literally not trying to be. It's a freaking animation, by the way. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like they're literally adding these sound effects, boom, boom, boom. And if you just would have saw what I saw, you would know.
Over to my place. But when I opened the door to greet him, he wasn't alone.
She freaking ran like a tank off Left 4 Dead.
He had 2 friends with him, and he was filming on his smartphone.
They're playing SpongeBob
I had no
noises
idea
here?
what was going on. But then he bursted out laughing and said to his smartphone, "Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. Fat Allison really thought I wanted to go on a date with her.
This is just like a Darman video.
Does she really think she's in my..."
Has anyone ever thought about the fact that Darman videos are just these videos, but in real life? That's really what they are.
Ugh. Does she really think she's in my league? I immediately slammed the door and started crying.
That's just messed
I weighed
up.
600 pounds, and I had never felt
She's
worse in
shaking
my
the
life.
whole freaking house.
That's why I did something quite dramatic and dangerous.
I increased my power level and went Super Saiyan.
I locked myself into my bathroom and told my mom I wouldn't come out until I lost 200 pounds. So for the next few
That's not
months,
gonna work.
all I did was drink tap water and lay on the ground. I had a shower right next to me, but I was too fat to use it.
The voice actor right now, like, she stayed in her shower for 2 months and didn't eat anything but tap water. That's nasty. Tap water doesn't usually taste like that good. Yeah, but you won't die. I don't think. Nah, you won't die, but it, like, depending on where you live, it could taste really bad. God, they doing this girl so dirty in this animation.
100 pounds. So after 2 weeks, I smelled terrible.
Yeah.
But for the first time in my life, I didn't give up. Even though my mom begged me to come out, she said it was too dangerous and I had to eat something. It took me 150 days inside the bathroom to achieve my goal of losing 200 pounds.
I don't think that really works like that, does it? Although I did see a video like a long time ago of like this guy who was like, he wasn't 600 pounds, but he was like overweight, and he decided to do this like experiment where he would fast for like, he basically would eat nothing but drink water for, I forgot how long. Maybe that's what this story is based off of. I don't know. I don't know if this is it or not, but a 27-year-old who weighed 450, oh wow, that's pretty dang close, survived without eating for 382 days. I don't remember what I watched. I watched something, but they did it under like a doctor's supervision, so like they were never in any true danger. This is not how you want to lose weight, even, no matter how big you are. You need to eat. You just need to move, and you just need to eat less and move more. That's like all you need to do. The only reason why you're that big is probably because you've been eating everything in sight. So just don't eat everything in sight and actually like try to move. And like the sad part about it is people get so big they can't even move anymore. So like you just literally, I mean, you can always do something. You can move your arms around. There's always some sort of exercise you can do. So, you know, I don't think this is the best way to do it. Putting it lightly.
But once it was over, I didn't just go back to eating Big Macs. I immediately went to a gym, and it was humiliating. While all those people were in such great shape, I was
Johnny
still
Bravo?
weighing...
What? We have freaking Leela from Futurama here too. Yeah, she said it's humiliating. That's the thing. No one actually was, no matter how big you are and you go to the gym, no one, I swear, I could promise you, no one is going to laugh at you or think that you're an idiot for going to the gym. It's always in your mind. Everyone always says this. Oh, I feel like everyone's judging me and staring at me. Well, it's all in your mind. It really is. Like, people might stare at you for like 1 second, but if you were to actually keep going to the gym, people would get to know you, and it would be freaking inspiring.
But then a super handsome trainer came over to me and
Ooh.
said, "Hey, I'm Ty. Are you new here?" Wow.
Wow.
I couldn't believe that this super handsome guy was talking to me. I said, "Yeah, I want to lose some weight." Then he told me to go on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Afterward, he came back to me and said, "Hey, I want to make sure that you will reach your goal and achieve your dream body.
Oh no.
So if you ever need any
This
help,
can't be
just
good.
call me." Then he gave me his business card with his name and phone number on it.
The devil.
I know it sounds stupid, but I immediately had a huge crush on Ty. I knew he was out of my league, but what if I became thin? Would he be interested in me?
I sense foreshadowing coming along. She should have went to that same gym that one girl from Darman went to.
I think you should focus on losing a few pounds first.
Actually, on second thought, yeah, she should probably not go to that gym. Where is she working at now, huh? We need to do another reaction, don't we?
I needed to find it out. So I started going to that gym every single day.
You go, girl!
Everything was going well until I met my old classmate.
Hey, what the heck? Oh, wow. Is that almond milk right there? It's like they know. That's the freaking... I drink almond milk. I actually stopped drinking regular milk because, like, almond milk was, like, so much lower in calories, and I don't even taste the difference.
Everything was going well until I met my old classmate again. The one who had pretended to like me. When he saw me, he said, "Oh wow, you've lost some pounds. But why do you look even worse now?"
What?
And then he started laughing again. I know I shouldn't have cared about his words, but within seconds, he destroyed my whole self-confidence. And for the first time in more than a year, I bought a big bucket of ice cream and ate it within a few minutes.
No! She relapsed, but that's okay. You just gotta get back on the horse.
I felt like such a loser, and decided to text my fitness trainer, Ty. I wrote, "It's me, Allison, from the gym. I give up.
Stop using Facebook.
I'll just eat ice cream until I die of a heart attack." I immediately regretted my text to him.
What? I mean, dramatic much? My God. That is like quite the load to like just put on someone like this. I'm going to eat myself to death with ice cream. What?
I immediately regretted my text to him. But after 5 minutes, he responded, "Hey, Allison, don't worry. Just give me your address and I'll come by at your home to support you. Everyone needs support sometimes." Wow.
Address?
I gave him my address and he literally took a 2-hour drive through our city just to come by and support me.
He got on his freaking bike. Ty's such a good guy. That's a little weird though. Either he's the best personal trainer in the world or this is kind of weird.
When I opened the door, he gave me a big hug and told me to not worry anymore.
Being hugged?
Then we spent 2 hours laughing and talking to each other.
Dang,
knowing that Ty cared about me gave me the strength to continue.
You got them biceps? No, I'm stupid.
My healthy diet of not eating more than 1,000 calories per day. And then...
What did you just say? What did you say?
Gave me the strength to continue my healthy diet of
healthy diet of not eating more than 1,000 calories a day. Get out of here. That is very unhealthy. Under 1,000 calories a day? What are you smoking? 1,000 calories is so freaking low. I think the only way you could ever justify that is if you're like this big. The lowest calories I ever went down to was 1,700 and I regretted it. Oh, that's the title of a Darman video. Oh, I did though for a while and I was losing weight, but then I stopped losing weight. And the funny thing is I actually ended up, I think I wrecked my metabolism. So I stopped losing weight. And so I actually started eating more and I weighed less on more calories. So, it just doesn't really make any sense. If you go down to 1,000 calories, you're gonna it's not gonna be good for you. You're gonna be miserable for one. She's like, "No, I'll just have this piece of air with the side of lettuce."
And then it took me another 18 months to achieve my dream weight of 120 pounds. I was incredibly proud of myself, but I still had lots of excess skin from all the weight I'd lost.
Yeah, of course.
So I had to get skin removal surgery. Afterward, I looked amazing. I mean, I wasn't the most beautiful girl in the world, but after all my training...
Yes, you are. Shut up. You go, girl. I'm supporting her.
I had an amazing ass and an overall great shape.
All right. Johnny Bravo was like, thank you very much. All right, tone that confidence down just a little bit, okay? You don't want to go around with a big old head or a big old A like you. She got a big A.
When I went to the gym the next day, they threw me a small party and everyone congratulated me. Of course, Ty also came up to me and told me how impressed he was by my transformation. But all I wanted to know was if he found me attractive or not. Well, he didn't ask me out on a date that day, but I kept waiting for many weeks.
Maybe she's just not into you. Have you thought of that? Has nothing to do with your weight.
I had enough and did it myself. I asked him if he wanted to go watch a movie with me. When he said yes, I didn't know if he knew it was a date. But then during the movie...
Wait a minute. You're telling me he drove 2 hours away to come give you a hug, and you're surprised that he's going to go to a movie with you? I'm sorry.
I asked him if he liked me, and he said yes. So I just kissed him, and now we're a couple.
He's like, as a friend, I'm actually gay.
He's the first boyfriend I ever had, and I hope we'll stay together for the rest of our lives. Hey, I'm Fat Allison. I had an amazing ass And I want to tell you the story of how I locked myself into my bathroom and told my mom I'll just eat ice cream until I die of a heart attack. I weighed 600 pounds. I smelled terrible. I immediately went to a gym, but then a super handsome trainer came over to me and said, "Hey, fat ass, are you new here?" Wow. Then he told me to go on the treadmill for 30 minutes, so I started going to that gym every single day. Everything was going well until I gave him my address, and he literally gave me a big hug and told me, "Oh wow, you've lost some pounds. But why do you look even worse now?" Then he told me to go on the treadmill for 18 months. Wow, he destroyed my whole self-confidence. Wow, knowing that Tide cared about me gave me the strength to continue my healthy diet of 3 Big Mac menus for breakfast, and then another 7 Big Mac menus over the rest of the day. Finally, I had enough. For the next few months, all I did was lay on the ground. But for the first time in my life, I was incredibly proud of myself. So I just kissed him, and now we're a couple. He's the first boyfriend I ever had.
What?
Alejandra, next story. I ate hot stuff to become hotter than my sister. Yeah, Candy Pop said, I literally remember this video in 2019. I never saw that, but yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to react to. But yeah, this had some real little sussy information. 100,000 calories, don't do that. I don't get why people think that they have to do something absolutely insane. You don't even have to actually like run and kill yourself to freaking, like, you know, figuratively speaking, to lose weight. Like, just eat less, change some habits slowly. You don't want to go too fast because you'll have more loose skin, especially if you're that big. You'll have a lot of loose skin if you lose a lot of weight really fast. I got lucky. I didn't have too much loose skin. I still kind of struggle with it a little bit, but you know, hey, but just change some habits, get some more exercise, just go slowly. Don't eat 1,000 calories. Don't sit in your bathroom. That's my advice to you. You can freaking do it if that's what you want to do. Because I'm gonna get a bunch of people saying, I don't have to lose weight if I don't want to. Well, then don't. I don't care. But I thought it was interesting that they're back. So welcome back, Share My Story. Go subscribe if you haven't already. Check out their other videos, such as Allergic to Water. And I'll see you scrubs in the next one. Bye now.